Today we are talking about the top 10 best CDs that I used to own. Recently, I took a chunk of my CDs to a store in Philadelphia to resell, which is something I hadn't done in a while. It got me thinking about some of the CDs that I had sold before to places like Bull Moose in Maine, which I used to do a lot more often, and I found the 10 CDs that I wished I had still. I usually just flipped these CDs for like another new CD which I wanted more, but some of these I think I probably would have liked to have still if I had the chance to go back and redo it. Back in the day, I used to make videos like my CD collections now, where I just go through all my CDs, and I also have been doing like some archive lists throughout the years. So I have records that prove that I used to have these, which I'll be showing throughout the video. But yeah, also this is gonna be the last video I ever do in this beautiful setup. I'm about to be moving and I have an update video that I put out recently about that. So go check that out if you wanna see what's going on with the channel. But for now, let's get into this top 10 list. These are the most regrettable CDs I've ever given away. Number 10, we're starting off with Ed Sheeran's Plus album. Technically, I think this was my mom's CD. I was there when she bought it, but like it wasn't mine, and I kind of kept it in my collection and eventually just sold it one day.
I think my mom actually bought this.
I probably shouldn't have sold my mom's CD. That's kind of mean. Honestly, this is probably the best Ed Sheeran CD to me. So yeah, I wouldn't mind still having this in my collection. And also, it wasn't even mine to begin with. So yeah, at number 9, we have Around My Way / Bitch Bad by Lupe Fiasco. It was like a double single CD. I remember this being like a random spur of the moment CD by...
I got it really cheap at like Bull Moose.
They were both kind of conscious, like lyrical songs that Lupe Fiasco does well. Aside from them both being like a little corny nowadays, like I definitely would have enjoyed having this, and I like those rare like random single CDs. Next up, we have 3 CDs that are gonna make you question my belief in like pop. So get ready for that. At number 8, we have Haim, Days Are Gone. I'm pretty sure I gave this to a friend and didn't actually sell it, so I'll give myself that, but still, I kind of wish I had this. It's a classic indie pop album, and I've never been like very familiar with Haim, so if I still had this, I definitely would know a lot more about them and just like know more of their music. I think that is an L. I wish I had this still. At number 7, we have Rihanna, Loud. This one has so many classic Rihanna hits. Like when I was a kid, this is the shit I was hearing on the radio from Rihanna mostly, and a lot of those are good, and I kind of wish I still had this just for like its legendary sake. And I have a couple other Rihanna CDs, but I just don't know why I got rid of this. It probably didn't make me much money either. At number 6, we have Beyonce's Lemonade. Again, like a modern classic pop album. One of Beyonce's best. I bought it brand new too for like a lot of money, because it also came with like the DVD, which I never even watched, which was dumb.
I thought it was really good. I wasn't as crazy about it as a lot of critics were.
I remember it kind of fading on me over time, but like I don't know why I got rid of it fully. It might have made me a little bit more money than the last 2. I will say these are common in Goodwills, or at least they used to be. Even if I was to buy it back, I would be getting a really bad copy versus my like brand new copy that I had. At number 5, we have the album Treats by Sleigh Bells. I got this at Creep Records in Philadelphia. I think I got a little like intimidated or scared by it, the like weirdness of it. It's a little aggressive and it's a little loud. I feel like it was like precursor to hyperpop, like probably led to that a little bit. But I've heard one of the songs from it recently again, and I thought it was kind of good. I think I prematurely gave up on this CD. I probably would have liked it as my music taste aged. Also, it's just a really cool looking CD. Quick editor's note for this part. Shortly after I filmed this, I remembered that I used to own 4 by One Direction. Somehow this ended up missing all of my forms of documentation of which albums I used to own. It's not on any of my archive lists. It's not in any of the videos. I had it brand new. Got it for Christmas one year. Ironically enough, I feel like it fits well at the position number 4 here. It's an honorable number 4 by One Direction, and I guess you can consider number 10 to be moved on from. At number 4, we have In Color by Jamie XX. I got this for like $2 or something at Martin's in Maine. It was brand new. I just wasn't really into the super long electronic like compositions.
I listened to it once and I haven't listened to it since. It doesn't have the replay value for me though.
I mostly got it for that Young Thug song. I just gave up on this too early again, kind of like the Sleigh Bells one. Probably would have been a very enjoyable listen. Okay, at number 3, this is a bit of a complicated one, but we have Devotion by Beach House. So I can't put this any higher because technically I still have the disc to this CD. I talked about this in my collection video, but basically what happened with this is I was in a rush one day from someone's car. One of my friends was driving me home from this walk we went on, and I had been playing the CD in the car, but I got the disc out and not actually like the box for it. So I was never able to receive the box back from him. And also he got rid of the car that it was in, and like he said he couldn't find it. I really don't know where it could have went besides the car, but like apparently dude couldn't find it. So I just have the CD now. And if I would have lost the CD too, this would have been like number one by far. This is one of my favorite albums ever, to be honest. And it just pisses me off that I don't have the full thing anymore. But I guess I still have the music, so that's what really matters. It just, I don't have the box, and like it's not quite the same. I keep it in my other Beach House CD, but if I had this complete thing, this would have been one of the coolest CDs I own by far. At number 2, we have a tie actually. We have the Velvet Underground self-titled CD and Pink Floyd's Piper at the Gates of Dawn. This is really close to being number 1 because it's also kind of disrespectful.
Oh, I got this for Christmas from one of my cousins, and I haven't listened to it yet. I'm sorry. I actually listened to this one. Old rock, weird stuff music.
I wasn't really into old music at the time, which I've started to get more into now. I still like a lot of new releases. These were both kind of cool. They were brand new, and I should have at least given them more of a try than I did. I definitely sold them to Bull Moose, which probably got me a decent amount of money, but like not enough to compare to a gift that was given to me, and they probably would have aged well with me. I probably would have liked these a lot more now if I listened to them again. I'm going to run through a few honorable mentions before number 1. We had Sonic Youth, New York City Ghosts and Flowers. I bought this at the same time as the Sleigh Bells one at Creep Records, and I wasn't really into it. I sold it to Bull Moose. They asked me why I was selling it, or like they were just curious, which is probably a good sign of me maybe not have selling it. I should have kept it. And then also I used to have When the Pawn blah 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 from Fiona Apple. I saw that recently at a thrift and I considered buying it back. So just off of that alone, I probably should have kept it. I can barely even remember when I had this though. Like I think I gave it to one of my friends, but I don't even know if I listened to this when I had it. I had it for such a short time. And now at number 1, we have Kaleidoscope Dream Deluxe by Miguel. Miguel is a legend in R&B nowadays. At this time when I bought this, I think I got it for like $2. It was brand new from Martin's, I know for a fact.
I got this at Martin's for $2. I haven't made it through it yet. I don't really like it that much. It's a deluxe version though, so.
All I really knew from Miguel was Adorn and Sure Thing. So I listened to like half of this and just kind of gave up on it. I was like, whatever. But yeah, now I like Miguel a lot more. This was a cool CD. It had How Many Drinks and like, I don't know, it had Deluxe, which probably had other cool songs. It just had so much potential to be a really cool CD. And it would have grown on me quite a bit. And now it's gone. I sold it to Bull Moose. I think this is kind of a hard to find CD, so like I probably got a decent amount of money for it, but like it does not make up for the enjoyment I probably would have got out of this CD over the years. But yeah, leave in the comments your most regrettable CD sale or like CD giveaway. I want to know which ones you had and gave up. Thanks for watching again. I will see you later. Goodbye.